We will be celebrating Chinese New Year's the right way, and that is with a parade. I don't think LEGO has ever done a parade set before, at least to my knowledge. I think with the exception was that one episode of LEGO Masters, each team made their own parade floats, and they ended up having their own parade. So this is actually phenomenal looking to what LEGO has ever done so far for a Lunar New Year's set. So we're gonna break it down and go by each float and see what it has to offer. See if it's actually good or not. What's good is that you don't have to build it alone. You can certainly build with friends and family, as it encourages you to actually. It has this build together logo on the bottom. It has 3 separate booklets, one for each float. Each person can tackle on one, and then when you finish, you can combine them all together. And if you want, you can build it in groups too. It doesn't have to be one person per float. 2 or 3 can be suffice. 2023 is the year of the rabbit out of the 12 zodiacs, so check to see if this is your year. And we're here to start off with a rabbit float with the parade fleet. We have a nice looking rabbit here, nice and white. I love white rabbits. It looks very cute, maybe with the exception of those red eyes. If it was me, I would choose a very more subtle color, maybe brown eyes, and also goes with the inside of his ears. It would look better if it was actually pink tiles instead of red, like how they did with the nose here. Ooh, crooked nose. Let me fix that. I think that's a little bit better. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's very festive. It looks like it's wearing a like a red sweater to celebrate with Lunar New Year, because red, gold, and yellow are all very festive colors to bring wealth and good luck. And top off with a top hat like that. Here's holding a red envelope out in front. And when I built this, it's kind of like building a BrickHeadz. It's kind of like the same concept. So when you actually put it on, it kind of like look good. If it was actually its own set as its own BrickHead, it would actually look good. So you might have the feel that you have 2 sets in one here. And again, we have very festive colors with all the red, gold, yellow, little mix of a turquoise color to kind of like do some balancing, which is pretty good, very clever. You have these very neat gold coins where they how they stack it up is pretty clever, and what they use right there. Just we wish everyone good health and good wealth. And this does actually have movement in the rabbit, which I'll show you in a moment, but it looks very good. They have a Year of the Rabbit deck decal. We have a nice standpoint where someone can actually stand on top of the parade float, which is this guy right here. We have the rabbit guy in the rabbit outfit. Yep, that looks a little bit more better. We bring in these 2 minifigures that actually hold these banners to lead off the parade, and you have these very like special masks. It's usually portrayed as monks that usually carry off leading the lions and lion dances, and in this case it's a very festive parade, and they carry these like 2 banners, and they're very like, these are like hard plastic, they're not like fiberglass. So I guess in order for it to like stand up like this, they use these very hard plastics instead, which is very nice, and it holds up very well. And those masks are really cute. I think let's see if we replace their heads with these masks and see what they look like. There we have it. Nice and pink and very cute, especially the boy right here with that very with the red cheeks and that big nice smile. So is the girls very nice. These are actually masks that you'll wear over your head, so it would be bigger than usual, and nice pink color goes to it. I think it is usually pink if I'm not mistaken. And on the torso of each, they have this nice rabbit color printing, which complements the colors of the mask actually. So there they have it, leading out the parade. Then we have like 3 more minifigures to come with this section of the build. Looks like it's like one family, and a very tech savvy family, because we have Dad here with his camera, very festive with the red scarf, and with the sweater, really matches up, very festive for normal clothing. I keep saying festive because that's what it actually is. He has his camera, getting ready to take lots of pictures, and Mom is here on her phone, I suppose, taking pictures or what else. We seem to get portrayed as a very high gadget kind of group, because in last year's Lunar New Year's tradition set, I find that we are also holding a lot of phones and other tech stuffs. So she's out here taking pictures, and daughter here is actually, I believe, is FaceTiming with the grand folks, because you notice here, you see grandma and grandpa, I believe, with herself, either FaceTiming or Skyping with them. So like, hey, we're at the parade, take a look at this. And it's like, grandma probably sitting very comfortably at home and able to enjoy it, while the granddaughter does all the hard work. So that's section 1. Let's go to section 2. Next, what appears to be a musical float. And I think the main attraction is that big drum in the back. When it comes to New Year's, it has to be very loud and very festive. And so that's why you had that big drum. And we have a drummer here that I'll show you. Nice and cute. And again, Lego was very clever in how they choose colors for each and every one of these floats. You got the festive red and gold. Then you follow by this turquoise color, which to balance it out, instead of having them wearing red all over, if they wear red, I think they would like blend into the float and it would like lost them in there. So it's very, very nice. They actually, so everybody stands out. So that's how the drummer would be. This actually would turn left and right, which I'll show you the motion. I want to show you all the floats before I actually make everything in motion. So it actually makes it look cooler. I haven't done it myself yet, so it's going to be the first time I'll see it along with you guys. And we have another drummer here, like making a nice little bang bang. And we got more musicians. When it comes to loud, got some gongs going on. Whoops. I like these like little lantern sets in the back, just like make it look very cool. Oh, and all these transparent pieces here, also with some rabbit decal. We also have this very decorated piece of hard plastic again, as you see from those 2 banners from the first float. Again, it's a hard type of plastic, so it's able to like curve up. If it was fabric, like it would just like float down. And that looks very nice. Again, we have these like very cloud looking pieces from the first float. Yep, again with all the red, gold, yellow, turquoise color matches up really well along with these flower pieces. I think that's what you have right here when you have the whole band together. Voila. That's float number 2. Now we'll go to number 3. Third float is probably the most fun one. We have a Lego themed parade float. I guess since it's made by Lego, they don't want to be left out in the parade, so they made this specific special kind of float with all these very very colorful one. Unlike the first two, where it has only red, gold, yellow, and turquoise, we have more. We have some orange, green, and blues, and they made it very convincing for those pieces. Like we have these 2x2 brick, we got some 1x2 plates right here, and the most attractive one would have to be this dragon. Very cute, it looks very happy. Green is a nice touch, and I like how it like loops in and like comes in. It looks like it's penetrating the bottom and then comes out in the end right here. It's coming out from this 2x2 brick right here, so that's very cool. Got this golden tassel lantern here, and we got some fireworks in the back too, getting ready to set them off by this guy. I believe he's wearing a very festive Lunar New Year outfit with followed by a knight's hat, so that's pretty cool. It seems to be like it's a costume party, because we have more minifigures with the same similar outfit, except this guy is like wearing a pirate hat, and this is very interesting. I've never seen this before. And on the side it has this looks like it's sweating. It looks like it's sweat. This guy is like either getting nervous or he's being worked out by the parade. And we got this very festive one guy, all red with the firecrackers. Now he's in business. He looks like he's business. He's there to make some noise. About to lead off and set out some fireworks here. Firecrackers, I should say. And of course, we cannot forget about this guy. This is probably the most talked minifigure in the LEGO community for this particular set, because it contains the pieces for the classic spaceman for the purple suit. Although it only has the majority of it, the helmet piece, the air tank, and the feet, the only way to get the torso classic space print is from the Series 2022, the Space Creature, and you have a complete set. But unfortunately, I don't have that minifigure. If I want to complete the classic spaceman purple suit, I have to get that one. And the fact that it's retired now is going to be harder to get, at least for a decent price, that is. But I like what I have right here. It's very good. Yeah, I've got more rabbit decal piece here. Thing about these stickers is it very hard to read the print, because they're transparent stickers, and with it against the solid bright colors like this red tile, it's really hard and on reading it. Plus the printing is also in gold colors, so it doesn't really, you can't really see it that clearly. And plus you got fingerprints and air bubbles that makes it even more difficult. So that's another flaw that I see in this set. It is really like a costume party, because if I go to the back here and take off this cover, you see we have some hidden gems. We got some more hat pieces. Here you see you got a red hard hat, and it looks like a white fireman's hat, at least similar. And we got, it looks like a Napoleon type of hat. So these characters can swap in and out between each hat pieces, and they like to wave off to the crowd. So this is a very fun one. And with all, we got majority of firecrackers ready to set off. I'm most certainly impressed by the amount of minifigures that this set contains. It has a total of 18 minifigures. For a $130 value set, I certainly think this is definitely worth your money. And the funny thing is, the number 18 in Chinese is a very lucky number. 18 means sabat, if you pronounce it like that. And if you enunciate it in another way, it means that you're bound to be rich, you're bound to be wealthy. So in essence, the number 8 in general is a very lucky number. So if you see anything, numbers like 8, 18, 28, 38, those are considered very lucky numbers, and even 88. So if you go out and about, next time when you're out on the road and you see license plates that resembles numbers like 8388 or 888 3388 or 3838, something like that, it's bound to be owned by a Chinese family. So keep an eye out for it. Keep an eye out, Yoda. You will be surprised. Or not, now that I told you it. I mean, even if I take another set, for example, Ninjago City Gardens, that's a $350 value set, but that only still contains about 20 minifigures. That's 2 more than what this set contains. Although these minifigures are not very like popular or in demand or very that much likable as maybe compared to other known minifigures, it's certainly still worth its value in terms of uniqueness and the whole variety of colors that you see right in front of you. It is certainly very impressive, so it is certainly worth your time if you want to get this set. You can actually separate these floats out, or they can be linked together if you desire. So they have in the back of each float, they have this little piece here where you simply take it out very easily, and they have this ball joint where you just simply connect it to the back of one parade float, and then you take the second one, you connect it to the front, and there you have it. It's all connected together now. It was harder than it looks because these connecting pieces are so short. They're only like four stud lengths, so it's hard for me to like take from one end and use my fingers and to like connect it in between. Actually, I have to like kind of like push it against each other in order to connect it. But I guess that's another flaw I say with this piece. If you want, I guess you can customize it and make that piece a little bit longer so you won't have much of a struggle as me. But it looks very good. As I said, there's a little bit of movement in these floats, so I'm gonna put everybody together, all the minifigures up on the float, and we're gonna put it in motion. We are ready for a parade, and to make it more festive looking and more lively, I've added some crowds along the routes of the parade. So we have some like special characters from a variety of themes, as you can see, and we have the police here maintaining order, make sure everyone is safe and enjoying the parade. And you're the rabbit. We of course cannot forget a very special guest. We have Bugs Bunny here, special guest for the parade. Maybe you can say he's the Grand Marshal. But let's make this go in motion. There are different movements in each float, so hopefully I can capture each one as good as it gets. So let me see if I can put this in motion now. Alright, there goes nothing. Here we go. Yeah, rabbit comes up and down. Drummer goes back and forth, and the dragon rolls out and that in circles. Here we have it. Yeah, there's not much maneuvering because there's blunt junk everywhere on my desk, but you get the idea. So that's how the Lunar New Year Parade set goes, and we have a very happy, lively crowd going here. Very fun set, nice and colorful, worth the value with what it has to offer. So I think it is certainly one of the best Lunar New Year sets ever, and if you want to get your hands on it, get a hold of it now before you reach the end of the year. It's bound to retire by the end of this year, most likely, and we shall see what next year has to offer. But right now, I'm going to enjoy this, and I haven't done this in the scale as I've done this before, and it certainly looks really lively of what the setup here is right now. So thank you for watching. If you like it, give me some feedback, or if you don't like it, still give me some feedback. Like, comment, and subscribe, folks. Happy New Year. We'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, keep on building amazing Lego sets.